With Parvati's win on Survivor Australia versus the World, her case for the title of the greatest player of all time is much more compelling. This will be the start of a two-part series where I analyze Parvati as a Survivor player. In this video, I'll defend her title as the GOAT, and in my next video, I'll outline the main arguments against her. So the core of the pro-Parvati case lies in the totality of her resume. No other contestant in the history of US Survivor has achieved the same consistent level of success. Across her 5 appearances, Parvati has reached the merge 4 times, the final tribal council 3 times, and won the game twice. But looking beyond the numbers, Parvati demonstrates elite skills in all 3 facets of the game. Physically, Parvati has the women's record for most individual immunity challenge wins in a Survivor career. She's proven herself as a clutch challenge competitor. On Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, Parvati wins key immunities at the final 6 and the final 5, where without the necklace, she's potentially voted out. Socially, Parvati is an expert at locking down loyal alliances. This is something that Parvati has done since her first appearance when she was still figuring out the game to a degree. On Survivor Cook Islands, Parvati is a central strategic figure of the Railroad tribe, and had that group gained the numbers in the post-merge, there's a good chance that Parvati is sitting in the final tribal council. Then on Survivor Micronesia, Parvati is the player who assembles the Black Widow Brigade as she aligns with Alexis and Natalie in the swap section of the game. As that alliance dominates the post-merge, the people who stick around are those contestants who are most loyal to Parvati. It's no coincidence that the final 4 of Micronesia features Parvati's 3 closest allies in Amanda, Cirie, and Natalie. Plus, by the final 3, Parvati is in a spot where both Amanda and Cirie want to take her to the end. Fast forward to Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, and we see Parvati build legitimate alliances with Russell and Danielle. Russell trusts Parv to the point where he plays an idol on her in the pre-merge, and he gives her another idol at the final 10. Then on Survivor Australia vs. the World, Parv locked down Cirie as a number 1 who intended on rolling with her to the final tribal, despite the fact that Parvati probably beat Cirie in a jury vote. On the topic of Parvati's social play, I think she is one of the best contestants in terms of her ability to overcome adversity. In 4 of Parvati's runs, she starts the season as one of the biggest threats on the board, and more often than not, she jumps those hurdles. On Micronesia, Parvati opens the game on a tribe with Jonathan Penner, who did not get along with her on Cook Islands. Despite that, Parvati gains control of the numbers and knocks out Penner's entire alliance. On Heroes vs. Villains, Parvati is immediately pushed to the bottom of the Villains tribe due to her reputation as a dominant winner, but she's able to flip those dynamics alongside Russell. Even on Australia vs. the World, there are players like Rob, Tony, and Tommy who all call out Parvati as a major threat, yet she wins the game without ever having her name written down. The last aspect to mention when it comes to Parvati's social play is her jury management. That side of her game was a bit questionable in her early Survivor career, but she improved upon it over time. In her latest run, Parvati knew how to connect with the jury, and I bet she beats anyone from that endgame in a jury vote. Finally, we have the strategic side of Survivor. Parvati knows how to gain power in the game and use it effectively. She's pulled off multiple innovative strategic moves across her Survivor career. She plays a valuable role in convincing Eric to give up immunity at the final 5 of Micronesia. She has the double idol play at the final 10 of Survivor Heroes vs. Villains. In my opinion, though, her most impressive strategic move came last week when she lied about the rules of her knowledge is power advantage. It's also worth mentioning that we've seen Parvati excel from both the top and the bottom, which is an essential trait for an elite Survivor player. So there's the case for Parvati as the greatest player of all time. Let me know your thoughts.